Word has gone out right across Basel. It's semi-finals day at the 2019 BWF World Championships, and all roads lead to St Jakob Hall. All 10 semis coming up for you live at the most important badminton event of the season. Everyone wants to inscribe their name in the sport's history. The chance comes but once a year. It's a near sellout, but you'll have the best seat in the house on a day when some players' dreams will remain intact, while for others, hopes will be cruelly dashed just one step from the promised land. With star names and a few surprise ones too, truly a sporting Saturday to savour. And that map shows you just what a global event this tournament has become. 360-odd players began the quest, just 32 left now. Originally, nearly 50 countries were represented at these championships. I promised you a stellar lineup, and here it is, beginning with what looks an absolute belter of a women's singles semi. In form, Chen Yufei against Indian icon PV Sindhu, the latter World Championship runner-up for the last 2 years. Then we switch to doubles, a China-Japan tussle as Du Ye and Li Yinhui bid to upset second seeds Fukushima and Hirota. They've 3 titles to their name this year. Next, we'll see the defending men's champion and #1 seed Kento Momota, the Japanese start's big favourite, against surprise semi-finalist Sai Praneeth from India. The women are centre stage next. Ever popular Thai Ratchanok Intanon, world champion back in 2013, faces Nozomi Okuhara, herself a former world champ, but looking for a first title this year. And our finale is a mixed doubles clash featuring the reigning champions and top seeds Jung and Huang against live-wire Japanese pair Watanabe and Higashima. Terrific atmosphere inside the hall, and by the way, we've got 5 more matches tonight, as if the 5 we just showed you weren't enough. This will be from 5 o'clock local time in Basel, so adjust your local time accordingly. It's just gone 11 o'clock here in Switzerland. Some of the highlights to pick out: Antonsen against Wang Chao, and that should be a thriller. And that first match, the women's doubles, Matsumoto Nagahara against Polly and Rehayu, who had that brilliant win yesterday. All 10 matches live, all 10 semi-finals. You will not miss a trick here. Let's have a look at some stats then ahead of our first match, and what a way to start. Chen Yufei against PV Sindhu. You can see those figures there. Sindhu approaching 450 competitive tournament matches. Chen Yufei not far shy of 300, and she's been in absolutely stunning form, and Chen Yufei's only 21 years of age. Sindhu was quite brilliant yesterday. Can she reproduce that kind of form? She's probably going to have to beat the Chinese, but it's an incredibly difficult match to call. And we can show you in a moment just exactly how the women's semi-final draw has panned out. We are going to show you both semis in this morning session. Here comes Chen Yufei to huge applause from right round the arena. She's only lost 5 matches all year. I reckon she would have quietly fancied her chances coming in this week. If you're with us in Thailand just a few weeks ago, you'd have seen her take down that tournament. And she's just carried on that form. And here comes PV Sindhu, who may have even more supporters in the hall than Chen Yufei. Olympic silver medalist, of course, 11 career titles. And yesterday she was, well, stunningly good. And to come from behind against Tai Ziling and won a very nerve-jangling third game, 21-19. My name's Trevor Harris alongside Morten Frost. You're salivating, I can see.
Yeah, we are really looking forward to a great afternoon here.
You're black. Black it is. You want that side? Receive, so you're serving.
Kelly Hoare from Australia is the chair umpire. Sindhu leads 5-3 the head-to-head, and she won the last meeting as well. Let's give you a little bit of information then on these 2 players, 2 real superstars in women's badminton. Ranked 3 in the world. She has been 1 higher than that. course, it all started when she won the World Junior title in 2016. You got her first senior title the same year. Got a bronze in the World Championship proper a year after that. And this year she's been just off the scale good. Took down the All England. That was a Super 1000 event. The Thai Open a few weeks ago. And she's also won the Swiss Open and the Australian Open. And there's her progress. Had a bit of a scare against Michelle Lee and similarly against the Dane Blichfeldt yesterday, but came through reasonably comfortably in the third game, as you can see there. And her opponent on the other side of the net, of whom so much has been written, an absolute superstar of the sport, particularly in her home country, of course. She's the reigning Commonwealth Games champion. She actually broke into the world's top 20 at just 17 years of age, and she's got some unfinished business here. She's lost in the last two World Championship finals, once to Okuhara, once to Carolina Marin, and she hasn't actually won a title in 2019, so she can put quite a few things right over the next 24 hours or so. There's that battle she had with Tai Tzu Ying, having been outclassed really in the first game, came back to win in the second and a very tight third. If we get anything close to that kind of standard, it is going to be well worth watching, I can promise you that. I think it's quite tricky, Morten, to actually pick a favourite out of these two. It looks very, very tight to me.
It does, and it's interesting. Against Mia Blichfeldt yesterday at Chen Yufei, it looked comfortable in the third game, 21-15. However, she was 15-12 down. So she took, as we can see, 9 points in a row. And she was really in trouble. She was in dire straits.
And that is the test of a true champion, isn't it? To be able to produce your best under pressure when it matters most.
Absolutely agree with that. And I don't think anyone can say between the four who will win this tournament. The four players in the semi-finals today, who will be the champion tomorrow? It's virtually impossible to say.
Yeah, I covered Okuhara's game yesterday. She was terrific, and we'll see her later. She's fourth match on against Ratchanok Intanon. But first, the little matter of Chen Yufei against PV Sindhu.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Chen Yufei, China. And on my left, PUSARLA v Sindhu, India. Chen Yufei the serve. Love all. Play.
So here we go, the first shuttle hit in anger on semi-finals day. Sindhu didn't make a good start yesterday in her quarter-final.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. It was a good cross-court smash.
Service over.
And I think Sindhu has made a good start. It sounds a bit crazy, but the fact that she left the first one, it was very tight, the one she left at the first point. But it shows that she's already sort of into that tournament situation, even after just a few minutes here.
Yeah, that was a good opportunity too on the second point.
It
She almost
was.
did the hard work and missed what was by her standards a relatively straightforward shot, but she's clearly right up for this, looking very focused, and Chen Yufei will be in a battle this morning stroke afternoon.
Oh, that's tight. That drop shot from Chen Yufei was a little bit too slow. And look at the punishment, how Sindhu managed to get very, very early. This one here is a bit too slow. And look at the punishment. Very tight spinning net shot from Sindhu.
Yeah, you can't really play that shot any better than that, can you?
No, but the reason why she was able to do so was that the shot from Chen Yufei, that was simply too soft and too slow.
So the Chinese knows the exacting standards that she needs to meet here. And also the fact that Sindhu has a winning record over Chen Yufei also give her a little bit of confidence. And she won the last meeting as well, as we showed you a moment ago.
Yeah, that's better from Chen Yufei. I think when I saw her play against Mia Bleckfeldt yesterday, she was more or less reacting to what Blichfeld was doing, and she needs to be a little bit more proactive, take her chances, go for her attacks. She's got good attacking skills as well, and this was a good example of it.
Yeah, first real shot in anger from the world number 3. Got it. Flush on the line from the Indian.
Service over. 5-2.
I think it must be added to the picture of PV Sindhu that she hasn't had the best of years in 2019. She ended 18 by winning the year-end finals in Guangzhou, and that was her first real big win. But ever since that tournament, it's not been so good. But nice to see that she got to the final of the Indonesian Open a few weeks back. And maybe that's giving the confidence for her to move on and playing well here at the World Championship.
Yeah, I think it's the old adage, isn't it? Form is temporary, class is permanent. You don't win an Olympic silver medal unless you are seriously proficient. And of course, she'll have ambitions to go one better in Tokyo next year. Good start here, 6-2.
But so far, Chen Yufei has not been able to really add on the pressure on Sindhu, and she's paying the price. And what is interesting about PV Sindhu is that she's got very, very good retrieving skills. She can run for a long, long time. She gets a lot of stuff back. But on top of that, she's actually got a very, very good attack. And when she's using it, and she's using it at her best, she's really good.
Yeah, tall woman, 5'10". She's got good reach. Just pushed that slightly wide.
But Chen Yufei have to up the pace here, up the tempo. She's giving Sindhu too much time here. That was another good opportunity, and she was almost punished for, again, playing a little bit too slow.
Silky touch again from Sindhu.
Service over. 9-3. Chen Yufei. Chen Yufei.
If you look at it from a Chinese point of view, you have to be a little bit worried. I agree with you that she has been the player in form. She has really had a very, very good year. But this tournament, she has been far more reactive than proactive.
Yeah, and reactive is probably not going to cut it against Sindhu. Certainly hasn't so far. You get the impression that Sindhu's almost toying with her at times. I don't think too many expected this kind of a lopsided scoreline. Early days maybe, but as Morton said, worrying signs already for the Chinese, only 6 minutes into the match. Well, the first half of the first game that she would like to forget in a hurry. All Sindhu early on here.
Yeah, it would be interesting to be able to understand Chinese, because this mid-game interval will be critical for the Chinese camp.
We get Victor Axelsen to go down there and translate for us, shall we?
That would be nice. Love to see him here.
Do you know what is the latest on his injury? Do you know, Morton?
It's getting a lot better.
Good.
It is, and I know that he's in Dubai at the moment, just having a small break, but of course still doing his training and all that. But I'm sure he will be back very soon. He's planning to be back in September, playing the China Open and the Korean Open.
Excellent. Look forward to seeing Victor back as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Sindhu is enjoying herself here, totally dominating Chen Yufei in the early stages of this World Championship semi-final. Can she continue the way she started and take this first game?
Chen Yufei, she knows that one is out. Of course, she got the option of taking a challenge, but it really looked out.
Yeah, and that replay confirmed it. 2 challenges, by the way, for each player per game. And if the challenge is successful, they get to keep it. It's another bad miss from Chen Yufei.
Yeah, now we're into a bit of a panic mode from Chen Yufei.
Or into a body language. She just looks bewildered, to be honest, at the moment. Like she can't really understand what's going on.
And we just had a glimpse of Kim Tae-hyun, the coach of PV Sindhu, herself being a Korean.
Well, just when Chen Yufei thought she had won a point, she may not have done, because Sindhu has challenged this. Pulled in. Well, it never rains but it pours, does it?
14-13. Play.
That was a great opportunity for Sindhu here. The cross-court net shot from Chen Yufei was just so soft and so slow. Look at this one. She's getting that one very, very early and just missing it by a whisker. And that was a poor shot. Got away with it. Seems to be no way back for Chen Yufei in this opening game. All she have to hope for is getting going and getting some points and getting a respectable score.
Well, it's near perfection from Sindhu in this opening game. To be honest, it's a quite ridiculous scoreline on the basis of the way that Chen Yufei's played this, well, the last few months in particular. Nearly 400 kilometers an hour. And not just the power, but the placement too. Well, she got a huge welcome when she came into the arena, Sindhu. Not just in India that she's hugely popular.
Sindhu is just making excellent use of the court. She is really playing all four corners and moving her opponent around nicely. She is playing clears and drops and slices and smashes and really to be in the zone. She really looks like being in the zone in this opening game.
Yeah, going through the repertoire, and Chen Yufei at the moment is being schooled rather.
Service over. 6-19.
Amazingly, Chen Yufei is yet to win more than a single point in succession. And here are 14, you heard me right, 14 game points.
Service over. 7-20.
Should this continue into the second game for Chen Yufei, I think it's a combination of the fact that the pressure of perhaps winning her first world title, combined with the fact that she had to work very hard against Michelle Lee and Mia Blichfeld, so maybe she's tired as well.
Now the stunning little shot from Sindhu to complete the job. 21-7 in a quarter of an hour. A very one-sided quarter of an hour.
Ready up? Okay.
Start is important.
20 seconds. Second game. Love all. Play.
So can Chen Yufei find some inspiration from somewhere? She's going to have to. Otherwise, this semi-final is going to be over very, very quickly.
Yeah, good smash. Favourite shot from Chen Yufei, that cross-court smash. She's very often doing that to perfection. And maybe that's a way back into this match.
Yeah, I don't think a defensive mindset is going to cut any mustard from here.
That's way in. There was a big chance for Chen Yufei to take and leave that one. That was way in. Good lift here from Sindhu.
Now, I think that was almost hoping rather than genuinely thinking that was going to be out.
I'm sure, being a player myself, I know that Chen Yufei, she knew all the way that that one was never going to go out.
It's so easy to get into a negative kind of mindset when you're being dominated like this.
Good length. Good length from Chen Yufei.
Chen Yufei fan club's in.
Here's a good opportunity. Yeah. Once again, using all four corners of the court, Sindhu, and adding on the pressure on her opponent, and then forcing that weak reply, giving the smashing chance opportunity, and finish towards the backhand side. Textbook good play here by PV Sindhu.
3-2.
Yeah, we have someone with a flash light in the crowd just behind the court.
There's always one.
There's always one, yes.
Oh, terrific from Chen Yufei. That's more like it. Should say, actually, the crowds have been pretty good here all week, and today, excellent. Today and tomorrow for semis and the final. It's a newly renovated hall. Fantastic venue, actually. A seat up to 9,000 in here.
Once again, the defensive reply on the backhand side from Chen Yufei, simply not good enough.
Service over. 4-3.
Well, one have to admire the composure from PV Sindhu in this match. She is a really focused, composed, cool, calm and collected.
Yeah, we saw that yesterday in her quarter-final, where she had to come from behind and just held her nerve and her composure admirably. The thing I've always thought watching Sindhu play is, and you get this in various different sports, she's a match player. So there might be others that may be a fractionally more talented, but she's the kind of player that, even when she's not at 100%, can find a way to win. Today, however, she's been absolutely superb. Chen Yufei more competitive, though, in this second game so far.
That's out. Yeah, when you say she's a good player for the big events, Sindhu, her medals is simply proving it. She's got 2 bronzes at the World Championship, and she's got 2 silvers, and now she's already assured a medal again this year, so that's 5 medals in total, which is, of course, a wonderful record.
Yeah, she wants that elusive gold, though, doesn't she, for the World Championship?
She was so desperately close in 2017 when she lost to Okuhara. That's much better now from Chen Yufei.
Bit wasteful.
Chen Yufei challenges called out.
Well, she's asked for a challenge, hasn't she?
Let's have a look. Oh, we didn't see this one, but let's have a look on it. Very seldom the challenge on the back line is successful, and this one neither.
Yeah, not particularly close either. Maybe just wanted to regroup for a minute or so.
Service over. 7-5.
I think the next few points here are critical. If Sindhu gets to the interval at 11-6, 11-7, that might be too much of a gap for Chen Yufei to make up.
Yeah, that's way long. Chen Yufei really finding it difficult to find the lines today. A lot of the shots going out. And one more there.
9-6.
shot from Chen Yufei. So can she now win 2 successive points for the first time in this match? We'd said that at the start, that we'd been almost a game and a half through, and that wasn't the case. I don't think you'd have been believed, but that's the fact of the matter. Still can't do it.
If I was in the shoes of Chen Yufei, I would try to get Sindhu in at the net as much as possible. Very often when Sindhu is approaching the net, she's having a tendency to lift it, and that's where you can sort of anticipate and counter-attack. But she is playing, as we just saw here, a situation where she played the back of the net. But she can be forced to lift, and that's when you can anticipate, and that's when you can add the attack and the pressure onto it.
Well, that was a much better constructed point from the Chinese.
Yeah, good placement on the right hip there.
Well, they haven't given up on her, that's for sure. But it's a decent advantage at the interval. 11 points to 7. Sindhu's to lose from here.
And once again, Chen Yufei can't get it out of trouble on her defense at the backhand side. Look here, 1, 2, 3. Can't get out of trouble.
Wait. 11-7. Play.
We had our translating spies down there. Apparently they're telling Chen Yufei, increase your pace, move faster. It's all very well to say that. It's pretty tough to do it against an opponent in such inspired form as Sindhu is at the moment.
I think the quicker Chen Yufei understands that she's not been given any easy points here from PV Sindhu, the better. She's got to go out there and earn her own points. She's got to go out there and do the attacking. And if she's not doing that, she's not going to make this one. And I think that's what the coach is also saying to her. She's got to play faster, move faster, really trying to add on the pressure and earn her own points. At the moment, she's not been given any mistakes from PV Sindhu.
So that's 3 straight points since the mid-game interval for the Indian. Well, every little helps. He doesn't care how they come. She needs points, and she needs them quickly.
Yeah, it doesn't get better than that, does it? But she is still trailing 6 points in the second game here.
Yeah, Chen Yufei's body language just screams desperation at the moment.
Oh, that's out. Well, there's a fine example of the attacking abilities from PV Sindhu. She wanted to challenge that one, but umpire saying that was too late.
And I think it would have been in
Out.
vain as well.
Out anyway, I'm quite sure as well. And now PV Sindhu have to be careful she's not getting too over-eager and then possibly attacking too much and trying to play too fast, and then perhaps mistakes are creeping in. She's got to stay and do exactly the same she's been doing all the time, because it's working wonders today.
If I'd said to you before this match started that the Chinese wasn't going to win consecutive points, you'd have said I was mad, wouldn't you?
I would.
And that's the state of it, and it's 17-9 in the second.
It's actually completely unbelievable.
Well, she's missed that as well.
Yeah, it's not the best day in the office for Chen Yufei today.
I mean, she'd normally bury that in her sleep. As it is, slipping inexorably towards a quick defeat here at the hands of PV Sindhu. Well, she is going to challenge this one. That was in time. So our friends from Hawkeye on the case.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 10-18. Play.
Good play by Chen Yufei. Good pressure on that deep forehand corner.
Oh dear. Just had a feeling it was going to end in tears for her. Not for them, and not for Sindhu, who's just 2 points away now from replacing the final.
19-10. Service over.
So maybe a final chance here for
11-19.
Chen Yufei to win successive points. Even if she does, unlikely to be enough to rescue her from the huge hole that she's in. So finally, a couple of points in a row for the Chinese.
19.
Don't think it's going to be too much consolation, to be honest.
There's a lot of stake, and I know it's a massive gap, but 3 points more for Chen Yufei is possible, but 20-12 and 8 match points, that's a tall order.
As they say, good game to win from there. We've only had 38 minutes on court. Match that so many pundits thought was going to be close and tense.
PV Sindhu has played a fantastic match in this semi-final and once again proved that she's one of the players that can perform at the highest level when it really, really matters.
Match point then for the Indian.
That's in.
Well, every journey starts with a small step. It is a mammoth task. 7 more match points to save. I guess in some ways pressure's off a bit now because yeah, no one expects her to do anything from this position. Might as well hit a few positive shots.
Yeah, it's important for PV Sindhu just to keep it, and that probably goes out. Yeah.
Wow, what a stunning display that was from PV Sindhu. Inside 40 minutes, she has dispatched, and that is the word, Chen Yufei. 21-7, 21-14, hardly put her foot wrong, and has put herself in position to win a world title that so far eluded her. Lost in the last 2 finals, now a chance to make it 3rd time lucky, and far, far too good for a somewhat below par Chen Yufei today. The only thing from her point of view, she'll hope she hasn't peaked too soon. There's the confirmation. 40 minutes on court. Stunning from Sindhu. Warmly deserves that ovation she's getting as she walks off court. The result was never really in doubt at any stage. Once she made the start that she did, and Chen Yufei just couldn't deal with it, or with her. Brilliant then from Sindhu. We're back shortly with women's doubles. Welcome back to the St Jakob Hall, where we've just witnessed a stunning performance from PV Sindhu.